I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high on being young, and there's still to race. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age, just acting our age, just acting our age. We're too loud, we're too proud, we're too high. As long as we can, we got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age, just acting our age, just acting our age. Weatherman says it's gonna rain, and we're in girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home, be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans, baby girl, you know you looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? Ooh, it's about to get done in the dirty south. I'm about to show you what it's all about.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game could be full of exciting plays as we have two teams who can get up and down the field. The Cowboys are #1 in total yards and are going up against the Falcons defense that will need to be at the top of its game. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
Second down, Prescott. He's got time. Going to throw right side here, complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Third down now following the completed pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing. Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And this has been an excellent drive to start the game off. Move the ball downfield well. Now they're set up at 1st and goal after that last really nice run. Exactly how a coach would draw things up. This is how you want to start a game, and that's all they've preached all week long about how they want to come out of the gate.
So they're operating in the red zone. First down, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On 2nd down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And now the defense for Dallas.
Leonard Williams was one of the top draft picks coming out of USC, and he's done nothing to diminish the comparisons people make of past greats.
So 2nd and 10 here. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's got time in the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. From the gun on third down, Ryan. He finds Coates complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did. And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Throwing again, Ryan. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Coleman now. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down following the run. They will run again with Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And that's going to be incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And on the ground they go with the running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And it's complete. Hooper. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The left side completion to Jones. 11 yards for number 11. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They go play action now. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Third and long, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team, helps them start their comeback.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Time running out here on the play clock. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Prescott now. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but there's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
On second down, here's Ryan. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Ryan. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Looking deep down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Final play of the half. Prescott finding time. Now he's going to throw it deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle, deep, into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Prescott to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come up in an offset eye. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double-A gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go.
Prescott now on second down. A dump off to Elliott. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second down, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Come on, let's go.
Prescott from the gun on third. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio.
First down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. A second down throw for Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Prescott now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Ryan on 1st down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there. I don't know if that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Shift together here from the D-line. Preston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A 1st down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that leads to a Dallas 1st down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied. See if they can get the ball back for the offense. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. This is Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go to Elliott again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. After the interception, here's Ryan. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Second and 10 now. Ryan hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Gabriel, the man in motion. On first down, Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Well, Prescott here to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised, ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads, nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling